Pleiadian Master Teachings, Concepts from the Realms of Light. Channeled by Michael Love. Sacred Light Publishing, 2022. Chapter 10, Ascension, Part C, Video Series Only. Crystals are incredible metaphysical tools one can use on their journey of ascension. The crystals of Earth are beautiful and structured geometric creations of nature that can control vibrational energy, providing benefits for elevating one's consciousness level. All crystals on Earth were originally brought down from fifth-dimensional star systems billions of years ago by ancient builder races and seeded on this planet. The beings that brought these crystals to Earth knew they were organic living entities that must be planted, cultivated, and grown just like the seeds of a garden. Think of the term crystal bed, which sounds much like a bed of plants, and notice that rough forms of quartz, such as amethyst and citrine, have roots on their end, just like a plant. Ancient writings in the care of the Atla-Ra priesthood that still exist today from Atlantean times say the great crystal beds of Brazil and Arkansas, USA, were seeded in these locations by the Atlanteans. They cultivated these magnificent crystal beds to produce large, colorful, translucent master crystals for their temples and cities worldwide. This ancient priesthood describes the magnificent pieces of colorful quartz produced in modern-day Arkansas as 50 cubits in length and weighing several hundred tons. They describe these otherworldly pieces as an amalgam of quartz, pure gold, silver, and platinum. 12 of these sublime and magnificent master crystals were placed around the main island of Atlantis, and each crystal emitted a different color of light that lit up the cities and could be seen for miles. The ancient civilizations of Earth fully understood the properties of crystal technology, and these advanced races used crystals to power and operate nearly every aspect of their society. Many high-conscious starseeds on Earth today have a strong, energetic attraction to crystals. During incarnations in ancient times, you had an intimate relationship with crystals and worked with them each day in the magnificent temples of healing and rejuvenation. Modern science on Earth is yet to realize the secret inner workings and power of crystals, primarily because they only attempt to understand them from a physical point of view. The great masters know that to gain the power of the crystal, one must approach them in a non-linear way, and as Nikola Tesla said, one must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. A crystal itself is energetically neutral, and crystals alone do not do anything. However, when any form of energy is presented to a crystal, it then performs a specific function on the energy introduced. The Pleiadians. Crystals work as multifunctional energy controllers, and crystals do this work on a quantum and multidimensional level. The ancients used crystals to convert all forms of energy into other forms for powering their advanced, technical civilizations. They also performed metaphysical feats using crystal technology that would seem like magic today. Though crystals can modulate all forms of energy, the primary energy we are speaking of, concerning ascension, is the energy of the quantum field, the energy of the universe, aka, the electromagnetic field of light. Photons carry tiny packets of information over large distances and are entangled in relatively large numbers. Think of the sun's light or the even higher vibrational light emitted by the cosmos when it makes contact with a crystal. Crystals function like modern semiconductors and can receive, conduct, transmit, store, amplify, switch, transduce, resist, oscillate, and even transform light into other forms of energy. The specific function that will be executed on the light energy that enters a crystal, like a superconductor, depends on the crystal's lattice structure. One of the signature properties of a crystal or gemstone is its refractive index. We will focus on a primary type of refraction here: isotropic, cubic, single light refractive. Photons move through the internal lattice of atoms of a single light refractive crystal at a constant angle in all directions at the same speed. Therefore, single light refractive crystals are the most powerful for energy management and ascension. These single light refractive crystals include diamonds, garnets, and spinel. These crystals naturally receive, amplify and refract powerful beams of high vibrational light into the body's auric field by default. Furthermore, the colorful rainbow auras emitted when these crystals are exposed to light is the equivalent of modern LED light therapy developed by NASA. Quartz crystal is another very important ascension tool. When quartz crystals are subject to photonic light fields, they start the generation of scalar energy. Scalar energy is when the third-dimensional waveform is cancelled out and removed by an opposing waveform, and only the higher vibrational part of the wave remains. Using light as an example, we can see how light bounces back and forth in the facets as it moves through a crystal. Because the light is being refracted, a certain percentage of the light will go out of phase to the original beam and cancel itself out. This is where the scalar or zero-point energy is generated. This scalar energy can pass through an object in 3D because it travels in a higher dimension. When one transduces this scalar information into a lower dimensional object, that object then takes on part of the scalar transmission and becomes transmuted. Furthermore, the scalar energy produced by a quartz crystal is stored in its crystal matrix, amplified, and transmitted back out for another to receive. This entire process works in a quantum way regardless of time and space. The energetic functions of high-frequency, clear quartz crystals are further increased when the crystals are cut or faceted, on the outside, in a certain way. The ancients knew this and used to cut particular facets using sacred geometry on their crystals to increase power output and achieve a focused beam of energy. When a quartz crystal is cut this way, the refractive properties enhance the generation of the scalar waveform. Cutting geometric PHI and golden mean shapes on the outside of the crystal creates a natural mirror effect that enhances the inside scalar light reflections. Now let's go a step further. What happens in a nonlinear way when conscious thoughts and intentions are sent into the crystal? The thought or intention energy is mixed with the existing scalar energy, transmuted into its highest form, and stored in the crystal matrix. The crystal lattice then performs its internal semiconductor functions on the new energy by amplifying and transmitting the new energy outwardly as the newly manifested reality. Crystals are powerful natural ascension tools that modulate etheric energy in different ways to benefit the body's auric field. Know crystals' different structures and superconductive properties to gain their energetic benefit. Keep your favorites near the body's electromagnetic field and greatly enhance your life force.